Playboi Carti is a wildly successful artist who never seems to be releasing a new album.
I promised to make this video because I thought he'd never drop. God damn it. Playboi Carti's music, not I Am Music as the album cover and marketing would suggest, just music. And that's okay because it kinda lets you know what you're in for right from the get-go. Here is music. You can listen to it if you want, you can also pay attention if you want, but that won't make the experience any better. I'm being mean, I know. This album I would say would rank second on my Playboi Carti ranking with Dial-It at the top and Whole Lot of Red at the bottom. I wouldn't say that's too controversial. Anyway, back to the album. There are a surprising amount of high moments on this album, but also regular lows that you'd find in other Carti's projects. Most of the high moments on here are from the features, which all are great on this album, most notably The Weeknd, Skepta and especially Kendrick, who plays a surprisingly big role. So yeah, these songs became my favourites. I also really like how Carti finally experimented more compared to his other projects. Not that they weren't weird or experimental in their own right, just this one has much more different and has a lot more variation to his previous records. This kept the album engaging and unpredictable. It took a while for me to get bored, which is more than I can say for Whole Lot of Red or even parts of Dial-It. Music is more enjoyable when you turn off a critical mindset, something I wish I'd done for Carti's previous albums. This album isn't finished. Even with over 14 months of delays, it still doesn't feel like this was in the state it should have been released in. It's disappointing to say the least. It has a very thrown together feel, especially on the final third, ending with a dud rather than a bang. Carti himself I think is my biggest problem, a rapping style that sways more to lazy and boring than innovative. And the rumours of AI being used only makes this worse for me. Again, lyrics aren't good, mixing and mastering isn't finished either. In general, I think this album needed about 6 more months to properly mix and properly trim, and actually put the worst leftover songs onto the deluxe version. Speaking of deluxe,
2024 music.
An apology version is quite a funny concept in general, but these 4 tracks are quite nice. Not only should they have been on the original version, they should have swapped out the 4 songs that are obviously the worst. Different Day has awful lyrics but a cool beat. 2024 is ironic as hell, but definitely the best here in terms of quality. Backrooms has a nice Travis feature at the end, but it's fairly unimpressive. FOMDJ has a nice flow and it's one of the best beats I've heard from him. Anyway, overall, music and its deluxe version is like digging through a nice bin. There's definitely real gold in here, but you have to sift through a lot of mess to find it. I think the highs make it worth the search for me, but the really unfinished feel keeps it from being truly great. 45.